Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for yet another Ways to Bank session. My name is Richard. Today, I'm delighted to be joined again by my colleague, Keith.
Thanks, Richard. Hi, everyone. I'm Keith, and myself and Richard are both Ulster Bank community bankers. And we are here today because we know a lot of you are following the UK government guidelines on social distancing. We know it has affected a lot of you on how you do things, and it may also have affected you on how you do your banking. So you might not be able to actually bank in the way that you usually would. But that's okay. Richard and I are here today to support you and tell you about how you can bank with us from the safety of your own home.
That's right, Keith. We're continuing this journey to tell you how you can stay in control and to manage your money safely in these uncertain times. Today, we're going to look, just show you how quick, easy and secure it is to use your mobile app to manage your credit card. So we're going to look at four main features. Firstly, how you can view your transactions and your credit card statements. We'll also look at how you can manage your credit card, including blocking certain transaction types and ordering a replacement card. Then we will tell you about installment plans for paying off balances. Finally, we're going to show you just how you can set up your monthly budgets to help you manage your spending.
Excellent. And if you have any questions as we go through today, please comment on our live stream and we will answer some of these questions live at the end of the day's session. But if we don't manage to get all your questions, our Facebook team will reply to your comments.
Okay, so just to recap, the Ulster Bank mobile app is available to customers 11 or over with a compatible Apple or Android device. You must have a UK or international mobile number and specific countries do apply. You don't need to have a bank account with us to benefit from mobile banking. If you only have your Ulster Bank credit card, you can still download and benefit from using the Ulster Bank mobile app.
Okay, so I suppose in these certain times that we've found ourselves in, we all want to be staying at home. So knowing that you can actually manage your credit card without needing to come to see us at the branch is really comforting. It's completely safe to use the app and to manage your card as well. None of your details are actually stored on the phone itself, and we use the latest technology to monitor your account 24/7, which will keep you safe. So just at this point, I want to remind you that you can actually recommend the Ulster Bank app to friends and family. So if you know of anyone that would benefit, please recommend it, and this can be done from within the help section of the app itself. And there are also lots of resources available to help you benefit from banking on your phone and tablet. And you can get these on our website and our dedicated YouTube channel.
Okay, so the Ulster Bank mobile app also contains some scam advice that's useful and for warnings, which are even more important at the moment, as any crisis is seen as a greater opportunity for scammers to target us. And as community bankers, our role is to help keep people safe from fraud and scams. Anyone and everyone can fall victim to fraud and scams. That's why it's really important to remember that no bank or trusted organization will ever contact you out of the blue and ask you to move money from your account into a safe account. And we will never ask you for your full PIN or password or any other security details such as card reader codes, one-time passwords, or your app passcode.
Yeah, and Richard, this is when banking on your mobile can be really helpful because it gives you the 24/7 access to your credit card and recent transactions. And as Richard said, this means that you can actually keep track, and it's easy to do this, of any suspicious activity on your account. Also, when you're banking on your phone with us, you're protected by what we call our secure bank promise. So that means that as long as you keep your security information safe, we will refund any money that's actually paid out of your account.
Yeah, that's right, Keith. And we have some great security advice on staying safe from fraud and scams on our website, including all the up-to-date information on some of the coronavirus scams that we're seeing. So please head there for more information after today's session.
Richard, so today we're going to look at some of the great credit card features within our app. So you can benefit from these even if you don't have an Ulster Bank current account. You can download and register our mobile app in the same way as other customers. But when you're asked what type of customer you're asked, please just simply select credit card customer only option. You'll need to have your credit card to hand because we will ask you for your 16 digits, so that's your long card number in the front, and also your expiry date. So please just keep your card handy.
Okay, yeah, it's Keith, and it's really quick and easy to get up and running. We went through the how to register for the app on the first 2 sessions, so please check out those videos to find out how to get started. What's really great as well is when you first sign up or sign in, if it's compatible on your device, we'll ask you to switch on fingerprint or face login, which means you can log in securely and quickly every time you want to view your accounts without having to remember those pins and passwords. Personally, I've set up fingerprint ID on my app, and we'll see an illustration on the screen. Simply enable Touch ID. It's just such a handy and secure way of logging in to check my accounts. When you do log in, as you'll see from the illustration on the screen, your credit card will appear on the home screen, along with any other accounts that you do have with us. If you don't have any other accounts with us, you'll just see your Ulster Bank credit card account.
Yeah, and to manage your card, just tap on the credit card account details where it'll show you your balance. And this takes you to your credit card account, as you can see on the screen now. So here you can see your credit card balance, which is actually how much that you've spent on your credit card. Also, you'll be able to see your limit and any available balance. So your available balance is simply your limit minus any money that you've already spent.
Yeah, Keith, and from here, all you need to do is to tap on your credit card account, and you can easily view your recent transactions, including any that are pending on your credit card. And that's really great because you can easily keep track of all your outgoings. You can also access your statements from your phone. So within the My Statements feature on the app, and I really love this, as you'll see from the illustration now, you can view your monthly credit card statements. You can download your PDF copies as and when you need them. You can also view all the latest important information relating to your account, including your fees and charges, which are normally found on the back of your paper statements. So it's really easy, very, very handy. You can also choose how you would like your statement sent to you. So as illustrated under delivery preferences at the top of your screen, choosing to receive paperless statements means you have easy access to them in the palm of your hand on your mobile app. And Keith, did you know how far back you can go back to review your credit card statements?
Yeah, well, Richard, I believe that I can actually go back 7 years. Isn't that right?
Well done, Keith. Top quizzer there. So yes, you can view up to 7 years of statements, all stored for you if you need them. And the app will actually also notify you when there's a new statement ready for you to review.
Yeah, and Richard, I used to get my statements sent out in the post to me until I went into the app and changed to paperless, and it's absolutely been brilliant. It saves me time having to file away any paper statements, and I don't have to worry about shredding them and basically disposing of them securely.
Yeah, me too, Keith. I've also chosen to receive all my statements paperless, and I find that it's just so much easier to manage because whenever I need to check something, everything is so easy accessed in the app. So handy. As well as viewing transactions, you can check in your statements. Did you know that you can easily make your payment towards your credit card balance? So within the Pay My Card section within the app, you will see a statement summary and easily make a one-off payment.
That's right, Richard. And you can also set up direct debits. So setting up a direct debit means that you don't actually have to remember to pay off your balance each month. And doing this, well, you'll automatically take the money out of your chosen account. As seen from the illustration on the screen now, you can choose 3 options. So you can choose the minimum payment, you can choose the full statement balance, or you can actually choose another amount of your choice. And if you do choose the minimum payment each month, please just remember that this will mean you will take longer to pay off your balance and will cost you more. So the payment will reach your requested account within 2 hours. However, it may take longer to appear on your credit card account. And please remember, if you miss a payment, we will send you a reminder on the day that your payment is due.
And Keith, paying off your balance isn't the only thing that you can do from home. Using the Ulster Bank mobile app on your phone allows you to take control of your credit card to help you manage your finances. So within the Manage My Card section, really brilliant feature. I'm sure, Keith, you've had a time where you just weren't sure where you've placed your wallet. Well, now with our app, as you'll see on screen, you can simply lock your card to stop it from being used, and then simply, again, unlock it whenever you need to.
Yeah, and Richard, suppose when I'm speaking to my customers and helping them manage their money, they've really found this feature really useful. It's provided them with that extra barrier, supposed to them spending, and it's also helping them resist any temptation to spend until their next payday. So just at this point, after you lock your card, any attempted transactions made by you and any additional card holder will be declined, and we will send you notification if your card has been used. But this won't apply to any pre-authorized transactions that were made before you actually locked your card.
Yeah, Keith, what's also great about managing your credit card within the app is that you can lock certain transactions depending on what you want to use your credit card for. So, for example, on the right-hand side of our screen, you'll see tabs where you can easily lock the card for taking out of cash points, as you know that can be expensive. Or if you want to avoid the temptation of retail therapy, then you can block contactless or chip and pin payments in stores, or you can even lock your card from being used online or by phone or mail orders.
Yeah, and Richard, suppose when you think about it, sometimes this can really help you just stop and think, do I simply want this, or is this something that I really do need?
Yeah, absolutely, Keith. I think that's a really important point that you've made there. From my experience supporting customers, that ability for them to block their card has been a really useful tool for them to help manage their finances. As well as managing where you spend money on your card, you can also report it lost, damaged, or stolen from within the app. This means that you don't need to come into a branch or wait to speak to us on the phone. Simply choose the reason that you need a replacement card. The app will take you to an online form where we will ask you for some card details, and we'll send you a new card within 3 working days. Although just at the moment, bear with us, that may take a day or two longer due to postal delays.
Yeah, and so suppose, Richard, have you ever forgot your PIN number or your PIN has been blocked? Well, not only can you order your new card on the app, you can also order a PIN reminder and unblock your card as well, as shown in the illustration. But just remember that you do need to go to a cash point at least 5 to 10 minutes after submitting your request in the app to continue to unblock your PIN.
Okay, so just if you're joining us, welcome to our Ways to Bank session. We've covered a lot, including how you can use your app to manage your credit card. So from checking your balance, recent transactions and your statements, to paying your credit card using the Ulster Bank app.
Yeah, we've also looked at how you can block certain transactions and ordering replacement cards. So please take time to review this session, which will be available on the same link that you have joined today. And remember, at this point, if you have any questions about anything we've just covered, or indeed anything that we're going to cover, please make sure that you comment on the post and we'll take time to answer some of these questions at the end of today's session. So Richard, we'll take a look now at some of the great features which will help you actually manage your money. So we're going to talk about installment plans. So Richard, as per the illustration that's going to come up on the screen now, can you actually just tell us what an installment plan is?
Okay, Keith. Our award-winning installment plans allow you to pay off an eligible purchase over a term which best suits your needs. So you select the term in months. So this can be 6, 9, 12, 18, or 24 months. And this means that you'll not pay interest on any balance that is on a plan, but you will pay a set monthly fee over the selected term, paying the same amount each month for the duration of the plan. So this will vary depending on the amount of the purchase and the term of the plan. But the best thing is that there's no additional paperwork, so you can set up, track, and manage these completely in your mobile app.
Yeah, it's really good, Richard. And if an installment plan is available to you, we'll let you know in the app. It's simply by adding a marker to your transaction. So simply to set up an installment plan, you must have the mobile app and be an existing credit card customer. And there's actually a few things as well that we'll take into consideration, which means you are eligible for this offer. So there are two things that we're going to consider. You must have a transaction between £100 and £3,000 on or after your last statement, which is not a cash withdrawal. And you can't have a cash balance on your credit card. So a cash balance will include cash advances, cash withdrawals, and money transfers. And I just want to bring this in at this time. So you won't actually be able to avail of an installment plan if you have applied or are thinking about applying for a credit card payment break. So please bear this in mind, especially given these uncertain times that we've found ourselves in. So if you need any extra support as a result of coronavirus, Don't forget as well that we have lots of additional help on our website.
Thanks, Keith. And we'll also look at your annual percentage rate. So this simply makes sure that the installment plan is cheaper than the usual interest that you would pay on your credit card. So let's take an example, Keith, and we have one on screen for you now. So let's say that because of coronavirus, you and your family may be using technology more. So you've decided that you're going to purchase, use your credit card to purchase a laptop or even a nice new smart TV. So Keith, if you're going to pay this off over a period of time, you may be able to reduce the monthly payments on the purchase by setting up an installment plan.
Yeah, and just as remember as well, Richard, that you should always choose the number of months that best suits your financial needs. So the monthly payment on your installment plan will be in addition to the minimum payment that you're required to make towards your main credit card balance. So I'll give you an example of that. If your minimum payment was £50 per month and your monthly payment plan for your new installment plan was £20, then you would actually have to pay £70 per month towards your credit card.
Yeah, Keith, and whichever plan you choose will be part of your existing credit limit, and the payment must be paid to keep on track with your installment plan. You can have up to 8 installment plans at one time, and you can set one plan each working day. Installment plans for purchases aren't the only way that the app can help you manage your money. You can also set budgets too. So you can choose daily or monthly budgets, which will help you manage your credit card spending.
Yes, right, Richard. And setting a budget, suppose it can really help you keep track of how much you're spending and what and where you might be overspending. So recently I was talking to one of my customers and helping them manage their finances. And when doing this, they disclosed that they've actually found that it was difficult to keep track of what they were spending each month. And this is because of this, they often ended up going overspend and overspending. So by them simply setting up a monthly spending budget, the customer was able to manage their spending better. And this really helped them reduce their overspend, and actually it reduced a lot of their anxiety as well. And please remember, you can also manage your credit card limit within your app. So you can request an increase or decrease of your current credit card limit from within the app to help you stay in control of your finances. And we let you know the outcome of your request by email.
Folks, we know that we've covered a lot of ground today, but it just illustrates just how much you can do with our app to simplify your banking. We really hope that today's stream has been helpful to you. Hope it has encouraged you to manage your credit card from within the Ulster Bank mobile app. And please, if it has been helpful, then perhaps you know of someone who would benefit from this lesson. And we really appreciate if you can share this link with someone you know. Remember, it's a quick, easy and secure way to do your banking. Folks, I believe we're now going to go to some questions. So again, if you have any questions for us, please type them in the comment section below at the bottom of this clip, and we will do our best to answer some questions for you. Okay, so we have a question here from Lee. Lee, thanks for joining us today. Lee, hi guys, I just wanted to know if it was safe to pay my credit card on the app. Keith, you happy to take this one?
Yep, Lee, thanks for your question. And just let you know, it's really secure to use the app to make credit card payments. So don't forget, we covered earlier on that we actually have the secure bank promise. That means that if any money, as long as you keep your security information safe, if any money goes missing, we'll refund it. But also, we talked about the fingerprint or face recognition to get into your app. So that's an extra security. And just remember, there's no actual details that are actually stored in your phone. So if you lose your phone, don't worry about anybody being able to get your details as well. Anything to add to that, Richard?
No, I think you've covered it. Certainly for me, it's and the customers that I talk to have the app. It's a very easy way to do it, and as I say, it's very secure in terms of making a payment as and when you want to. Thanks for the question, Lee. Hi, I have a question here from Yasmin. Again, Yasmin, thanks for joining us. I hope you've really benefited from today's session. Can I pay my credit card through, is it Apple Pay, was it?
Apple Pay, I think it was, yeah.
So, Yasmin, basically, we encourage you to, if you've got the app, basically just to go in, what we find, our customers find is using the app is a great way for managing your credit card. So if you basically go into the app, as we've talked about in the session before, you can basically choose to pay your credit card, either make a one-off payment or your pay off in full, your minimum payment or any payment that you want to make within the app itself. You can even set direct debits up, as Keith was talking about earlier on. You can also even manage your if you've got a non-grip card with us, so if it's a different card, that you can also use the app to pay for that. So having that app definitely gives you that more control in terms of how you pay for that. Keith, anything again to add to that?
No, I think that's covered. It's just the app's really, really handy way of paying it, and it's instant as well.
Thanks for the question, Yasmin. With another question coming in from Chantal. Again, Chantal, thank you for joining us. Hi, just wondering, can I set up an installment plan on a purchase if I'm a secondary card holder? Keith, you cover that?
Yep. Thanks, Chantal, and thanks for joining us. Yeah, unfortunately, a second card holder can't set up an installment plan. It has to be the main card holder. But additional card holders can actually still make a payment, and should additional card holders really need to make a payment, that they can phone the number in the back of the card, but the main card holder can actually set up an installment plan if that's what you're after.
Thanks for the question, Chantal. I think that may be all the questions. Just give it a wee second or two. If you have any more questions, and again, if you have any other questions and you're watching this after this live link, please pop them in there, and our digital team will get back to you. Here we go. Thank you, Melissa.
Yep.
Melissa's question. So what happens if I miss an installment plan? So if you miss an installment plan, let's say you must pay the minimum payment towards your credit card balance at the payment at every date of every month. So if the minimum payment is made, but the installment plan is not made, any unpaid monthly payments will be moved into your main credit card balance and be subject to the standard rate of interest. If you miss a payment plan, installment plan payment, it won't impact your credit rating. We will send you a letter or an email, and customers will have a few days. You will have a few days grace period, and the payment is not counted as a missed payment if it's made up until, I think it's a day before the next statement is due. Is that right, Keith?
Yep. And I think I'll just bring in as well that just remember, if you miss 2 installment plan payments, their plan will be cancelled. So your plan will be cancelled if you miss 2, and it means that your balance then just goes into your credit card balance, and you're subject to then the standard purchase rate of interest as well. So just be careful with that.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Melissa. We have a question from Hugo. Again, Hugo, thanks for joining us, and thanks for the question. I already have your app. Can you tell me how I can pay my credit card? Okay, so happy to take this, Keith. So basically, once you open the app up, your credit card should appear there. Basically, just tap either on your credit card, or there's an option below it just to pay your credit card. And from in there, there's different options in terms of the amount that you want to pay. Just to tap on through that, and your payment will be taken for you. And again, just another great thing of the app that we've covered before in sessions, that just before you make that payment, you've got that peace of mind, because there's a check and confirm screen just before you make your payment.
Yep.
Anything to add, Keith?
Yeah, just you have those 3 options as well. So you can pay the minimum balance, you can pay the full balance, or you can actually choose to pay an amount yourself. And as well, just remember that you can actually set up a direct debit that will actually pay your payment in full, or you can actually set up a direct debit just to pay off your minimum payment as well.
Yeah, and again, it's a brilliant way for paying your credit card and making other payments, as we've discussed, from the comfort and safety of your own home, and having it there at your fingerprint so that you can do it whenever you want. But thanks for the question, Hugo. Great question. Thank you for that. I've got a question for Fiona. Fiona, thanks for joining us. Can a second card holder view a credit card through their mobile app login? Okay. All the credit card, as Keith mentioned earlier on, Fiona, is managed through the main account holder. So if you're a second card holder, just please ask the main account holder to download the app, and from there the main account holder can manage your credit card, including your installment plans and making your payments. The additional card holder can, if you have your own credit card, own mobile app, Fiona, then you can basically set up a payment. So you can make payments to the credit card from within your own app. So follow the links through for that. Anything else, Keith?
No, I think they've covered it all.
Okay, great.
Okay, so Richard, I think that's the last of the questions. Okay.
Thank you for all the questions. It's been brilliant questions, and thanks for joining us, folks.
Yeah, so just before we go, as per illustration now, we want to remind you that you can actually recommend the Ulster Bank app to friends or family. So please, if you know of anyone who would benefit from the ease and convenience of managing their money and credit cards from the safety of their own home, please go to the help section within the app and tap on recommend the app. You can also send it by text message, email, or even through WhatsApp.
And there are lots of resources available to help you benefit from banking on your phone or tablet.
Yeah, and just the how-to videos on our website. We also have the dedicated Ulster Bank YouTube channel, and that has lots of tutorials and tips. And we also have our coronavirus hub that you can access on our website.
Folks, that's it for today, but we will be back again to provide you with more top tips on how you can use your mobile app to help improve your financial well-being, including how spending and budgeting. So we really hope that you can join us then.
Thanks, Richard, and thanks everyone again for joining us today. And please just remember to stay safe and stay at home.